Finally, David Beckham gets his knighthood. The 24-year wait is over. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, where we bring you the most fascinating stories from the world of royalty, honors, and everything in between. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into a story that's been decades in the making. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the incredible stories we share. Trust me, you'll want to be part of this community. So here's a question for you. What do you do when you're one of the most famous footballers on the planet? You've got an OB, you're married to a Spice Girl, and you've waited 24 years for something that was promised to you. Well, if you're David Beckham, you finally get what's been coming to you, a knighthood. But here's the twist. The journey to get there is way more dramatic than you'd ever imagine. Stick around because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. Picture this. It's the year 2000. David Beckham is at the absolute peak of his football career. Manchester United. England captain. Global icon. And then, boom, he receives an OBE from the Queen. Not bad, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Fast forward to 2013, and leaked emails reveal that Beckham was actually furious about not receiving a knighthood. I'm talking about someone who felt genuinely snubbed by the establishment. The emails showed a man who'd given everything to his country, on and off the pitch, wondering why he wasn't getting the recognition he deserved. Now, before you judge, let's think about this for a second. This is a guy who became a global ambassador for British culture, who brought football to America with LA Galaxy, who worked tirelessly for charitable causes, and who carried the hopes of a nation through multiple World Cups. Can you blame him for feeling overlooked? But here's where the plot thickens. Some critics argued that Beckham's commercial empire, the brand deals, the sponsorships, the celebrity lifestyle, somehow made him less worthy of a knighthood. As if being successful in business should disqualify you from royal honors. Others whispered about his tax arrangements and residency status. There were even rumors about leaked communications with honors committees. It became this whole thing that overshadowed what should have been a straightforward recognition of an extraordinary career. For years, the question lingered, would David Beckham ever get his knighthood? And then, finally, after 24 long years of waiting, of wondering, of watching others receive the honor he'd been dreaming of, it happened. David Beckham was awarded his knighthood, becoming Sir David Beckham. Can you imagine what that moment must have felt like? The validation, the recognition, the culmination of a lifetime's work. This wasn't just about football anymore. This was about everything he'd built, everyone he'd inspired, and every barrier he'd broken down. When news broke, social media absolutely exploded. Fans from around the world celebrated. Fellow footballers congratulated him. Even people who'd been critics had to admit it was about time. So what does this knighthood really represent? It's bigger than just one man's recognition. It's about acknowledging that modern athletes are more than just sportspeople. They're cultural icons, philanthropists, and global ambassadors. Beckham paved the way for athletes to be taken seriously off the field. He showed that you could be a fashion icon and a football legend. That you could build a business empire and maintain your sporting credibility. That you could be a devoted family man and a global superstar. Sir David Beckham isn't just a title, it's a statement that times have changed, and the establishment finally caught up. And that, my friends, is the incredible story of how David Beckham finally got his knighthood after a 24-year journey filled with triumph, controversy, and ultimately, vindication. What do you think? Did he deserve it all along? Was the wait justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this story, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your football-loving friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Crown Chronicles for more fascinating stories like this one. Until next time, keep chasing your crowns.